It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and Crusader Kings 3. This time, a little something different. We will be playing the Lord of the Rings Exile mod, which is available through the Steam Workshop. I'll pop a link in the description, but it's very easy to install. Just literally subscribe to the mod and then click it to be on when you load the game. I thought for the first playthrough we would play as the Dark Lord Sauron himself. I'm a fan of the villains. There are two stages for this one. You've got the Siege of Gondor, and you've also got the Horse and the Rider. Now I think we'll also do another playthrough, possibly as Saruman, maybe as Theoden. But for the first one, and to get to grips with the mod, we'll play the easy start, which is the Dark Lord Sauron playthrough. Interestingly enough, he's known as the High King of Mordor. You've got the Witch King here, who I guess leads the faith? I don't know, we'll find out. We'll head on in and find out exactly what goes on. So I'll see you all on the other side. Right, so let's welcome everyone to our map. We start as the Dark Lord Sauron himself, whose age is blimmin' fantastic. He is Herculean, so he gets a huge boost. He's also Maya, so his health is considered godlike. Can't have children, can't marry, but his stats are pretty outrageous, so I don't think we're going to be getting much in the way of problems there. Let's have a look and see who he's killed. Oh, that's very cool. That's really good. So you can literally trace through the old lines of people that he's ended. Celebrimbor here. But let's have a look and see our land. So we've got Mordor here, which is under the... Is this considered an empire title? It is. We've got an empire title in Mordor. We've got a kingdom title in the overlordship of Nirn. So about halfway through. And then Gorgoroth as well. The Witch King is our vassal who owns Minas Morgul. So he's like a duke in this instance, so they've petitioned it out very, very interestingly. I'm very impressed by it. So let's have a quick look and see what's going on. So we are Cult of the Lidless Eye. Concealed within his fortress, the Lord of Mordor sees all. His gaze pierces cloud, shadow, earth and flesh. An eye, lidless, wreathed in flame. A god upon Middle-earth. All shall revere him. Sauron, the great Lord of the Earth. So that's our little speech there. So we start off making decent money. Piety's alright. Our renown is fantastic, so we're already at the peak there. It's probably not worth us getting blood because we're not going to be having any children. So it might be better for us to go for warfare, you know. I feel like it would be. So we're going to go down the warfare route for private army. Oh wait, can we get all? Oh, we can. Got so much renown. Okay, well we'll start with that for now, which is going to allow us to create house guards. So, what are they known as? They might be known as the Mountain Orc Warriors. I'm going to guess. Orc Rabble, pretty cheap. Ah, House Guards. What have they got? 53 attack. So the House Guard's pretty good. Pretty favourable. So we have no player heir, but that's okay because we won't be getting one anyway. We'll be going down the probably authority focus for now. Let's see what happens. Oh, we have actually got some orc models as well. We've got Nagug, who we can transfer to the Witch King. Let's go ahead and do that. Because the Witch King actually is, you know, not too impressed. And then we've got another chief that could feasibly be transferred to this war chief. So let's go ahead and do that as well. A few titles can be created, so they've really gone into the lore here. We won't be getting any spouses. We need to recruit some men-at-arms, but let's have a look and see what's going on in Gondor. Ah, so we've got Minas Morgul here, which looks to be... Oh, it's a similar model. I don't think it's the... Yeah, it's not the same model as Minas Tirith, which is pretty cool. Wargry archers. So we've got special buildings as well. Oh, they've really gone into depth here. So at Barad-dûr, we have Barad-dûr special building, which gives us +8 fort level. Wow. Right, lots of stats here. Fighting pits, which can be upgraded. Furnaces for us. We've got a quarry as well, and we need to do a duchy building. Interesting. How many bits of land do we actually own? Only 2 directly. So there's a bit that we need to do. Mount Doom sits here. That slows the development growth, but it does increase our dread and prestige gain. So what makes us money? Raiding camps makes us some money. That's pretty good. So we definitely want to get that going, I think. It also costs us prestige, so we need to bear that in mind. Factions, there are no factions. Let's check out the council. Legate Mordu, the mouth of Sauron, is our chancellor. We'll be going for domestic affairs. I don't think we particularly need foreign affairs. Emerwin is our lawmaster, head of the faith. Interesting. Steward is King Corahil, one of the Nazgul. And then we've got the Witch King. And Spy Master is War Chief Grognag. Okay. So it looks to be that we only get a couple of the Nazgul. But that's okay. We'll work with whatever we've got. So he gets godlike health as well. Bonus martial. So he's unlikely to be dying. Which is good stuff. Right, so let's untick the pause. Ah, gained a level of devotion. At long last, the Sauron's hour is coming. He's had setbacks, the defiance of Celebrimbor and the elves, the intervention of the Númenóreans, not once but thrice. Once in the war of Sauron and the elves, another by our Pharazôn, and lastly by accursed Elendil and his sons. The defeat at the last alliance was a great blow, but even in their triumph Sauron's enemies failed at the last, for the one endured, and so was his return made inevitable. His great servant Angmar destroyed the north kingdom of Arnor, extinguishing the accursed line of Isildur. In the south Gondor teeters, ready to fall. The elves have not the might now to throw him back through strength of arms, nor the dwarfs. Soon the One Ring will reveal itself again, and there will be nothing that can stand against Sauron. Middle-earth has been abandoned by the Valar, and is ready for a new master to put it in order. All the east has been marshalled towards the malice of the Dark Tower, and there is no hope for the fading west. Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Earth. Awesome. So we've got some Eastermen over here. Got the Riddermark with Rohan up above. Well, they have actually developed this quite nicely. So we've got the Steward of Gondor, that's going to be our main foe. There's Boromir. Looking good. So, do we actually start at war with anything? No, not at war with anyone. They've got more troops than us, interestingly. So, we might want to just develop our lands a little bit. Tribute from Harad. A Haradrim force has arrived at the capital, a token of tribute and respect to you. They come well equipped and well trained, and their leader rides atop a Mumakil. They would serve us well as we wish to accept their offer. They only ask for peace between our realms in return. We get an army of 105 men in Barad-dûr. We can get gold. Let the lords keep the desert wastes. These soldiers will serve me well. Okay. Who expects a council position? This dude wants a council position. He's not going to be getting it, but that's okay. Oh, this place is independent. No. Another tribute from Harad. Some gold, thank you. Who are you allied to? Another tribute. Are we just going to get tribute after tribute? Maybe. Well, I think what we want to do is just literally conquer this as quickly as possible. Let's raise from Minas Morgul. Raise local, let's see what we get. We're just going to keep taking the cash from them. So I don't want Sauron to lead the troops. Let's have the Witch King lead our forces. So we've got monsters, archers, levies, champions, heavy infantry and some skirmishers. And the Witch King gets aggressive attacker. Okay, so that's just going to help us with our buildings to build up, which is great stuff. So we are going to upgrade this. Tribute army, which gives us some more Mumakil. Oh, we can get a decent auxiliary force. There's going to be lots of Harad troops. Really, the chances are even. Okay, so it looks like then our troops are going to be pretty rubbish. So you know what we'll do is we'll raise all. Okay, we don't need that many, surely. Head up to Minas Morgul. We'll have a war chief bring them across. Sauron, you sit tight. Come and bring them across. What decisions do we have? Call a hunt, call a feast, and we can tribute from lands afar. As befits your eminence and might, emissaries come from near and far, be it gold and trinkets or men to serve. You must decide how you shall handle these tributes. Tributes of men shall be accepted in all cases. Build me a fat stack of Harad troops. Hopefully this is something you'd like to see a little bit more of, though. It's a mod in development, but I think they've done a great job. If you would like to see more, then do please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. All your support is really, really appreciated. Still reckons it's even. I want to just give it a test, see what happens. Let's give it a go, because we've got, I mean, enormous amount of troops. He's called in his allies, but I guess because they're orcs, maybe we're going to struggle. I think we need to just give it a test, find out what's going on. I'd be very surprised if we lose it, but who knows, we may well. Okay, so I think we can't take too much notice of what it says, but our troops are a little bit weaker. That has to be said. So maybe we do need to invest a little bit into some house guard, maybe. They seem to be 53, a lot more effective. To get some siege equipment. Out of 40, wow, okay. It's quite a bit, isn't it? And let's also get some house guard. Oh, okay, so it is out of 5. That's out of 14, out of 17, wow. So you can have lots of siege equipment. Perfect. Now, what do we do with you lot? We would gain dread, we would gain piety. Let's do it, let's just kill them. And enforce demands. And now Erin becomes ours. We can actually feudalise it, so I think we'll go ahead and do that. Because it's going to make it actually be of use for us. Now we could... Oh, okay, we can't do that. Can I not do anything with this lot then whilst... So I can't declare war if we've got this tributary force. Interesting, okay. With this band all? Yeah, so that tributary force has to go. Okay, well that's something we need to bear in mind as well. You need to be taken as well. What's going to be cheaper? Right, well we can't do that because our fame's not high enough. So we need to up our fame. Maybe create some more titles to help with that. Just as my vassal Lord Air Morazor and I crest a hill, we hear it, the snapping of twigs. Yeah, let's help him. Or we could potentially get wounded here. Let's see what happens. Alright, good. Picked up a new perk. Bellum Justin would be very helpful. So I think what we'll do is we'll try and pick up all of these little plots. Although these guys should, by all accounts... Yeah, so we've got a truce with them. The King of Harad, I'm assuming is that guy. So these guys all sort of... We have a truce with them. They're not actually our allies though. Is there a way that we can make you allies? No. Okay, so we actually can't call them in. Which is interesting. Construction over here is completed, that's great. What else can we build? We can build Uruk pits, scouting posts, warg pits. I guess Uruk pits is the one to go for. Now, can't do that yet because we still need more prestige. So let's do this. Have a little bit more prestige. God knows what this feast would be like in Barad-dûr. One of my vassals is making a bit of a fool of himself. Lost a bit of cash in that. Okay, so we need to do quite a bit of work to boost what we can. What are we researching? Researching sappers. Okay, got plate armor already. Fine. Okay, well there's no reason not to do this. We can just pick this up. It's 80 piety. To be honest, that's fine. We've got plenty. So Barad-dûr, if I do all this, we seem to get quite a sizable army from the local troops. And we'll have Sauron lead this one. Let's see what happens. Ah, he's already sieging my my new lands. So Sauron doesn't actually get any perks as Marshal. But we've got some heavy infantry, we've got some archers, we've got 15 war mummakill, some desert spears, plus our siege equipment now, which might be important. Interestingly... Ah, okay, so we've got some Black Númenórean Vanguard and some House Guard. Cool. We might want to pick up some Mountain Orc Warriors as well. Which interestingly come out as archers. Okay. Who am I to be against that? Oh, I've just recruited way too many of you. Anyway, it's too late now. That's dumb. I can challenge him to a trial by combat. If I win, we get paid. Alright, let's do that because we need the gold. And by all accounts, we shouldn't win. Or should win, rather. Let's attack first. Let's use our special stats to make sure that we don't lose. Good, we got victory there. So I'm not in debt. And we imprisoned him. So presumably... Okay, we didn't actually imprison him. Fine. Go and kill his troops. Let's see how that does. Oh, absolutely pounced on them, so that's good stuff. And with our siege equipment and the mummakill, I would have thought we'd be fairly quick. We've also got Umbar over here. It's nice to see all these different traits. They really have worked on the traits and all of that, so it's really good to see. This siege is not going to take us long at all. We've got our troops here, sat ready and waiting. They are about to be attacked though. I don't think we'll lose many. We picked up an enemy that I think we'll just execute for more dread. And there we go. Another region conquered. Now we're not making any money. I think what we could decide to do is give this one away. So who has got a lot to give? You've got quite a lot in terms of Marshal. So we'll give you that. And Mordor has expanded. We need to get a little bit more cash, but that's okay. That will come. I've no doubts. Claimants. Ah, okay. New martial perk for us. That's very helpful. To get that siege equipment going. Steward of Gondor. Siege. Okay, so for East Osgiliath, it's going to cost me an absolute shed load. What we need to do is we need to either up our piety. Oh, we can construct Grond. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. And what about mercenaries? What have we got? Shadow of War. Nice. Oh, there's lots. There's lots and lots of mercenaries. Nerniag Band of Nargil. Very cool. Well, there's lots for us to look into further, but for now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll end the episode there. Really hope you've enjoyed this and a little spotlight of the mod. If you'd like to see more, then please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out. Let me know in the comments which other factions you might like to see, and we'll be back and do them. In the meantime, though, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.